Hi all, and now we're gonna talk about ellipses, and this is your TPK preparation class for 12th grader SMA and Bandua class. So, I know we already learned about ellipses in 11th grade and also in 12th grade, but I think it's a good time to recall our memory about ellipses. So, ellipses when we omit words in order to avoid repetition, or where the meaning is already clear. So it is omitting some words. Ellipses. In this video, I will divide into three. The first one is affirmative agreement, so, and to or also, and then negative agreement. Yeah, you know, it's neither and either. And the last part is contradicts clauses. For affirmative agreement, we have so and to also. We use affirmative agreement when agreeing with the statement in main clause. So this means that both clauses should be in positive statement. It cannot be contradict because we are agreeing something. So it should be on the same side or on the same boat. The first agreement is so. Example, the first clause is, or the first sentence is, John is at the office, and the second sentence or the second clause is, I am at the office. So John and I are the same office. How to ellipse this one? The ellipses are, John is at the office, and so am I. This is the ellipses and how to make sentence shorter. We use so auxiliary verb subject. This is the full form subject 1 verb and so auxiliary verb modal or to be and then subject 2. Examples: my wife will talk to him and so do I. My wife talked to him and so do I. Lucy likes coffee, so does John. Luke is going out tonight, so is Mark. Let's see on this part, auxiliary verb modal to be, we see that the auxiliary verb is changing and also to be. How does it change? So the auxiliary verb followed the second subject like this one. The second subject is John. So the auxiliary verb, we use that. And then why the fourth sentence use S first? The subject 2 or second subject is Mark. So this is singular third person. And then we use to be because on the main clause, Luke used to be. So the verb is one verb and auxiliary verb modal to be should be what we call equal. Next, affirmative agreement to or also. Example, first sentence, we are going to the concert. Second sentence, they are going to the concert. So we and they are going to the same concert. The ellipses are, the ellipsis is, we are going to the concert and they are too. This is the agreement. Too. This is the full form. Subject 1, verb, and so auxiliary verb modal. To be and subject 2. Okay, so sorry I used the wrong table then, and this is the correct one. I will explain it once more to you. The full form of to and also or in ellipsis is subject 1, verb, and subject to, auxiliary verb, and also, or to if you want to use to. You can also use also. For example, she took pictures and I did also. They have been to Colombia. Lisa has too. Mary wants to go home and we do also, or we do too. It's equal. And how to define which auxiliary verb we use? It's same like before. So we use the auxiliary verb based on the agreement with the subject to and the verb in the main clause. Next, negative agreement. There are two negatives to agreement, which are neither and either. And before we start, neither is either plus not. That's why it got and here. Not plus either, neither. We use negative agreement when agreeing with negative statement in main clause. So the both clauses should be in negative. For example, the first sentence, we are not going to the concert. Second sentence, they are not going to the concert. Both sentences are negative sentences. And we already agree about it. And how to ellipsis is? We are not going to the concert, and neither are they. Here we use neither. Neither are they. Second example, we are not going to the concert, and him neither. We can also use this kind of neither with object plus neither, but this is not a formal form, or we call it as informal form. And the third one, we are not going to the concert and they are not either. So here you can see the difference. In neither, the second clause is positive sentence. And if you use either, the second clause is negative sentence. This is the not. And in neither are they, we don't see not. In negative agreement, remember that neither and either have the same meaning, but neither is used before auxiliary or after object informal, and verbs and either is used after auxiliary verb plus not. Neither. Subject 1, verb, and neither, auxiliary verb model to be, and subject 2. My roommate won't go, and neither will I. I didn't know the answer, and neither did she. Emma can't speak Russian, and neither can John. For either, subject, verb, and subject 2, auxiliary verb not model, not to be, not either. My roommate won't go, and I won't either. I didn't know the answer, and she didn't either. Emma can't speak Russian, and John can't either. The last one in contradicts clauses. We use contradicts clauses if the main clause and the second clause have contradictive. For example, the main clause is positive and the second clause is in negative. We don't use either, neither, so to also when the second clause contradicts the first one. For example, the first sentence, Susie can play the guitar. This is positive sentence, right? And the second sentence, John can't play guitar. The second sentence is negative sentence. You can see the not here, or the negative part here. John can't play guitar. So we cannot make agreement from these sentences. What can we do? We use contradict. And the ellipses are, is Susie can play the guitar, John can't. So that's all for this video. If you have questions, just ask me, contact me on chat, WhatsApp, email, or Instagram, or you can write your question on the column below.